Okay, so today's Monday. I already went into your module, which is for those of us that are on the virtual, that's how you got to where you're at. So you know how to get there. What you're doing today. Today's your first day that you're going to be starting your sketchbook assignments, and they are due on Friday. So you don't upload anything until Friday. And I'll show you that in a minute. And then we're going to start a contour line drawing of our hands. And I'm going to show you how to draw your hand, looking at your hand the whole time. If you look at what you're drawing, it'll be perfect. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, hello. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to get out of the announcement section. I'm going to go to the module section. And I'm going to go to the sketchbook section. So all five are due Friday every week. So remember, here's your instructions. You're going to do one artist image and the written information every day. So it's basically 2 slides. Here it is right here. It'll come up. It will always come up here. So today you're going to do MC Escher's drawing hands, and you're going to write this information. This is your sketchbook assignment. How you write this in your sketch assignment, if you look up here, you can see, maybe you draw the picture, maybe you draw the hand, but the hand in here is writing the information about Escher. Like, however you want to do it, you can do them all on one page each week, or, however you want to design it is your sketchbook. But like today would be Escher and his information. And then tomorrow it'll be Degas and his information, and so forth. Line, write that down. That's what we're working with right now. And then if you get out of here, underneath, it'll say week 1 daily sketchbook assignment upload. You can't upload until, I think I said it for maybe Thursday night. You can't go ahead and upload until, I think it's Thursday. So this is where you will submit your sketches. Okay, what we're doing today, we are going to learn how to look from observation and draw contour line drawings of our hands, legit today. You have to do 3 contour drawings in your sketchbook. And I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to do some demos on the board. And my virtual people, I ordered something. I can't wait for it to come in. I ordered this thing that you can put your phone in, and it rotates. So like when I'm up here, drawing, it'll follow me, and I can flip. So instead of zooming on, my laptop, I can zoom on my phone. And then when I start trying to draw, I can flip it so you guys can see and everybody can see. So I'm waiting for that to come in. So you'll have to bear with me in how I show you how to draw today. Okay, so right here's your project. This is a project. This is not something that's going to get done today. I mean, it might, but I don't want you to feel like you're never in trouble for not uploading something because you haven't finished it. I would rather have something completed than not. Let me pull up my slideshow. Hold on, give me 1 second, because it's bigger than in yours. Okay, contour line drawings of your hand. Oh, wait, I had something else to show you. Hold on. Before I tell you your project, we want to look right here at what is a contour line, just to refresh. I told y'all last week we talked about contour lines, but just to refresh your memory, a contour line drawing is the outside edges. Let me scoot this up. Contour line drawing is the outside edges of a shape. The outside is the most important part of the object. So, and we're not going to do blind contour drawings right now. We're just going to do the contour line. We're also going to do something which is kind of called continuous line drawing, and you'll notice that today when I'm sketching on the board. Continuous line drawing is you really don't pick up your pencil and pen that much. You try to draw very slowly, make one continuous line. That's the trick to drawing. I'm going to go here to your project. You have 3 hands to draw today, or to have in your sketchbook. This is an actual project. in this slideshow, you're going to see the backgrounds have been watercolored. Obviously, those virtually at home, I don't expect you to have watercolor. I do want you to draw 3 contour drawings of your hand and outline it with a marker of some sort, but I don't want you to feel like you have to watercolor. If you have any type of art materials at home, please feel free to do whatever you want to your 3 hands. I'm going to show you some examples. Okay, so this is just past student work. Normally I have people do more than 3 hands. Normally I do 3 to 5, but everybody's kind of stuck with their sketchbook. So I'm going to do 3. If you notice, you know, one continuous line is kind of like this. You can kind of tell that the pencil hasn't been picked up that much. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. If you can stare at what you're drawing way more than your paper, you are actually going to draw what you see. This is one of those training your brains, all right? If you don't stare at your hand, you're not going to draw your hand. You're going to draw what your brain thinks is your hand. Okay, so this is a project. Everybody understands. This is not a sketch assignment. This is a project. So, you know, you're going to work on it for a few days. How to get an A on this project. You're going to go slow and you're going to use, you know, somewhat a continuous line. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute on the board with the lights on. You're going to draw from observation, meaning you're going to draw your hand. You're going to be looking at your hand. Now, later on, if it gets difficult and you can't keep that position, if you want to take a picture with your phone and, you know, take a picture of your hand in that position and then look at your phone, that's completely fine. What I don't want you doing is, you know, drawing, you know, some hand that you see on the end. I want it to be your hand. Try to include your details. If you have, like I have a ring on, I'm gonna show you how to do that. You know, if you have nails, if, you know, maybe you got a tattoo on your hand or something, like include details that you see. Now, artists draw, you know, life size. Like I have small hands, so, you know, I might be able to, you know, do my hands 3 on a sketchbook page. Some of you, you know, might have larger hands. You might have to scale down. Normally, I always say to scale, which means, you know, practically the same size or larger. But since we're kind of scaling down our sketchbooks, you know, it's okay if you draw them a little bit smaller. Obviously, you know, we're going to use our time wisely, and, you know, just a neat, just a very neat presentation. I'm going to kind of skip through these because, you know, this was also a watercolor assignment. But I do want you, after you draw your 3 continuous lines, do it in pencil. I do want you to go over it with some sort of marker or some sort of pen. I feel like everybody at home will have something that they can just kind of go back over with. You might have to overlap. This is a great one to show you. Like, these are overlapping hands, like this one's on top of this one. You know, so that's okay too if you're drawing to scale. So that's a little, oh, and you can also spell something. I've attached a sign language sheet here. So if you're doing, you know, 3, you might do, you know, your initials or, I don't know, USA, or, you know, I mean, you might be able to spell something out if you wanted to, or like a nickname abbreviation. So that's at the bottom of the slideshow. And then definitely my in-class people, you know, they'll have Sharpies that they can take with them. They'll be able to go over, you know, their pencil lines. But my virtual people, make sure you go over it with something so it's just not like a light pencil line. We want to kind of make it look a little bit more finished. I'm going to show you some examples now with the lights on, and I'm also going to show you how to draw. My, you know, Tiffany and Demario, just bear with me and shout out if you can't see what I'm doing, okay? Because I'm trying to show, and I'm going to show you guys, you're up close. My whole point of showing you this is I want you to be able to see my eyes and what I'm looking at and how I'm not looking at the board. I'm going to do it on the board. Hold on. Just let me turn the lights on. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this off. Okay, I think y'all can. I'm gonna scoot this up so y'all can see the board a little bit better. Can y'all see that, Tiffany, Demario? You can just shout out yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to draw right here. I think y'all can see that. If you want to move or whatever, or sit, somewhere else. I'm going to draw right here, and it's going to be awkward because I'm left-handed. So I'm going to draw with my left hand, but I'm going to be looking at my right hand. But I'm going to be, let me see if I can, let me make sure I got y'all in this. I'm going to be drawing like this. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to be drawing like this because I want you guys to look at how I'm looking at my hand way more than the board. Okay, that's why I'm all awkward like this. Typically I wouldn't draw like this. Typically I would be like this, get my hand in a position and draw like that. But the most important thing I can tell you about drawing from observation is to look at what you're drawing way, 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 way more than, not. Later on I might hear with the face-to-face people, I might even give like a paper plate to put over your pencil. I'll talk about that a little bit more with virtual, but that way you can't even see your paper, okay? Because we're training our eye. Remember, this is one of those exercises that we have to train our eye. Okay, so I'm going to erase all of this. I've got some other examples just kind of hanging up. These are, from last year, because typically when we're in here for real, we have more time. We can do bigger paper. I think she might have spelled out somebody's name. Maybe maybe today you're holding something. Maybe you're holding your phone, and or you've got like a lollipop or like you can add things to that. All right, bear with me because it's hard to talk and draw and all that. Okay, so there's sign language positions. If you're at home, just kind of lay. If you're gonna spell something out, fine. What I'm going to do is try, hopefully you can see, I want you, watch it. Don't be concerned right now what's happening on the board. More importantly, I want you to watch where my eyes are. And when I look at the board, that's what I want y'all to do right now. I am going to move, this is the most important thing I could ever tell you with drawing. I'm going to move my eyes, like my eyes are going to look at my finger right here, okay? And I'm going to go very slowly. And as my eyes are here following all of my hand, I'm going to move my marker at the same speed, okay? All right, so I'm just going to start. You can start anywhere. Okay, I'm going to start. Is it drawing on the board? Okay, good. Okay, now, legit. If you, and I know y'all can't see because y'all, but legit, I think you can tell that I did this and see how there's a little bump there and I went straight down. I did not look at the board. Did I look at the board the entire time? Okay, I am moving. I'm so sorry, y'all. I looked at that finger and I got that finger in my, like right here, look, it's exactly the same. It bumps out a little. The only reason I did that is because I'm moving my pen and my eye. My eye is following along and I'm moving my pen at the same time, same speed. Now, if your eyes are still up here and your pen's all down here drawing something else, don't go fast. Just keep your eye and your pen moving at the same time. All right, so then stop and see what you got going on. Okay, now I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna do the other side. I actually think I'm going to put my nail in. I know you can't tell, but I have this little half moon. I'm going to put the nail in. Remember, this is the back of the nail. What your nails don't look like is that, okay? Nobody has like a little hot dog nail. Okay, so, and I actually made my nail a little too big, but we'll go ahead. Now, keep in mind, watch my eyes. I'm going to now do this other side. I'm drawing bigger than my finger, obviously, so y'all can see, but now in your hand, in, the front and the back, you have these little, where your knuckles are and stuff, draw those. They'll actually help you drawing. They kind of come in. So remember I said one continuous line, so I just kind of took that line in, and now I'm going to come back out. Okay, I'm going to make my nails shorter because I don't like it looking like I have some big nails, because I don't right now. All right, so I'm going to come back here. There's a little bit of a line here, and then there's a little bit of a line here. Now, this is what my hand looks like so far. Now I'm going to move to this one. Only draw what you see. So where I see this finger start is where I'm going to start it. Okay, and then I'm going to come over here. And then that's all I'm going to draw right this second, because my thumb is on top of this finger. All right, so I'm literally going from this finger to somewhat of this finger, and now I'm going to jump to where my thumb is. Only draw where you see. Look at your paper, come back to your drawing. Okay, now I'm going to come back up here and use what I've already drawn to connect that part of my hand. Now I'm going to come to my thumb and put my nail in. It's a slow process, but the slower you go, the more realistic it's going to look like your hand. Okay, now I'm going to move to this finger right here. Now this finger, so here's this. This finger is a little bit lower. I would just kind of draw right now. Also, what I'm doing is I'm constantly turning my position of my hand because I'm talking to you guys and stuff. You guys will, you know, have your hand in one position. I keep turning my hand, so I keep losing where I'm at. Okay, so here is that finger. I'm now going to go down because this knuckle starts a little bit lower, but I have this big ring on. I have like this ball of a ring, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. If you follow with your eyes, I'm just following around the outside edge of this ring and the inside of this ring. See this ring? That was my view. Can y'all kind of see? Don't start freaking out and saying, oh my God, it's a ring, I can't draw it. I looked at the top of the ring and then I looked here. Just follow along your edges. Just like when we did that upside down drawing that y'all have turned in and they look amazing, it's the same concept. Only draw what you see and look. If y'all noticed, I have not looked at my board, my paper very much. Okay, so that's my ring. Now, pinky finger, still steps down. And then I see the side up here. And then I'm gonna bring it on down. Now keep in mind, I've drawn my hand a whole bunch bigger than, you know, it actually is, because I'm hoping that y'all can see it. Now, after you've done this, now you can come in and make sure, you know, look at your board, look at your hand, look at the board, look at your hand. I'm gonna come in here now and I'm gonna do my, I think at one time I saw my nails and now I don't because I've moved my hand. I'm gonna come put a little bit of my nail in here and then a little bit here. Draw these little areas where your palm is. Put those lines in. You don't have to put them all in. Like that there. Now I'm coming back and I'm just touching up and fixing things. When I was drawing, I think I had my finger in one position and now I have it in a different position. So I'm just coming and fixing that. And that was my ring. I might come, you know, let you see that a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, so nice, slow contour line drawing of your hand. Positions, spelling out things work great. Sometimes doing it like this, like he did not, you know, what I don't want you to obviously do, because I already know how you know how to do it. I don't want you to, you know, do this, trace your hand. I don't want that. And this is not what this individual did right here. You can see, he drew it like that. This view's a hard view, okay? But you can still do it. But things I need you to notice is pay attention to detail. Your fingers taper. So they typically, even if you're doing a front view, they typically, let me look from the front. Here's my nail. I like how I'm drawing all these big nails like I got big nails. They typically go from narrow and they slowly get a little wider. That's not the best example. But what I don't want you to do is rush it and then do this, like it's a hot dog, okay? So you're doing three contour line drawings in your sketchbook. You might have to do them a little smaller, or, you know, you could do one on each page, however you want to do it. You can hold something if you want to. This one's from last semester. You know, obviously, you know, his hand is probably about the size of a sketchbook page. So, you know, if you do them all on one page, you could overlap it. But that is what you're working on today. Take your time, draw if you draw very slowly and move your eye and your pen at the same time, and it might take you a couple of times to get going with it. It might not be perfect the first time, you know. Put some music on or something and stare at your hand. If you get tired of holding positions, if you want to take a picture of it and then draw, you know, from that, but really watch the taperness. It goes from wide to narrow. So you're doing the contour line drawings. They're not due. I mean, you can send me a picture, you know, if you do get finished or whatever, because I'd rather you take your time on them. I'd rather you have one good one than, you know, 3 that you've rushed, because this goes back to, I know you can rush and finish something, but what you want to do, I'm assuming you want to do, is you want to learn, you know, how to draw better. And the only way to draw better is to absolutely look at what you're drawing the whole time. All right, so I'm going to, well, do y'all have any questions, my virtual peeps? Mario, Tiffany, y'all are okay? Thumbs up, everybody's good? Okay, good. I'm gonna put this in the this video in the Zoom section, in the announcement section. So you're working on your sketch assignment and you're working on contour line drawings of your hands. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Email me if you have any questions or problems. Okay, bye. I'm gonna stop recording.